You've probably heard it a million times. Walking is the golden ticket to staying healthy, active, and independent as you age. Doctors swear by it, friends rave about their daily strolls, and it's easy to picture that brisk walk through the park as the key to a vibrant life. For many seniors, it is a simple joy that keeps the body moving and the spirit light. But what if I told you that for some, that same walk could quietly unravel everything they're trying to hold together? It's a jarring thought, isn't it? We're not here to scare you off your sneakers. This isn't about fear. It's about peeling back the curtain on a truth no one talks about. As we age, walking isn't always the harmless habit we assume it to be. Sometimes it's a risk hiding in plain sight, and the difference lies in listening, really listening, to what your body's trying to tell you. Aging changes everything. The strength in your knees, the rhythm of your breath, the steadiness of your step. What lifted you up at 60 might trip you up at 80. For some seniors, pushing through that daily walk isn't a victory. It's a quiet battle that leaves them aching, unsteady, or worse. This isn't about giving up movement. It's about finding the right movement, the kind that honors where you are today, not where you were yesterday. Today, we're walking through 5 stories, real, everyday seniors across America, who've learned that fewer steps, or smarter steps, can mean more life. If your walks have left you more tired than refreshed, if new pains linger longer than they should, or if something just feels off, this is for you. Stick with us to the end. The last one's a surprise that might flip everything you thought you knew about staying active. Let's step in. Number 1. Seniors with unpredictable blood pressure. It's easy to think, if I can stand, I can walk. But for seniors wrestling with blood pressure that swings like a pendulum, spiking high 1 minute, plunging low the next, a simple stroll can turn into a tightrope act. Your heart's pumping, your legs are moving, but beneath the surface, your body's fighting to keep the balance. 1 minute you're fine. The next, the world tilts, vision blurring, legs wobbling, breath catching like a skipped record. It's not dramatic until it is, and by then, you might be leaning against a mailbox, wondering how a walk turned into a warning. Take Ellen, 77, from a quiet street in Savannah, Georgia. 4 years, she'd lace up her shoes every morning, ambling past the moss-draped oaks with a neighbor's wave to keep her company. It was her ritual, her slice of peace. But last spring, halfway through her loop, a wave of dizziness hit. She stumbled to a bench, heart racing, palms clammy, the world spinning like a carnival ride she didn't sign up for. A passerby helped her home, and her doctor later traced it to a blood pressure drop, tied to a new medication she'd started. Ellen had brushed off the occasional lightheadedness before, chalking it up to humidity or a restless night. But that day taught her, her body wasn't just tired, it was signaling. Now, she checks her pressure before heading out, sticks to shorter paths on shaky days, and swaps walks for chair stretches when the numbers don't line up. She's not weaker, she's wiser, moving with her body, not against it. The benefit? Awareness saves you. Tuning into those subtle cues, racing pulse, fleeting dizziness, lets you adjust before a walk becomes a fall. It's not about stopping, it's about steering clear of the edge. You get to keep your independence, your pride, and that sweet morning air, just on your terms. Number 2. Seniors with worn-out joints. Pain's a tricky messenger. Sometimes it's a nudge to keep going, other times, it's a plea to stop. For seniors with advanced joint degeneration, knees grinding, hips creaking, back stiffening, walking can feel like a loyalty test to a body that's carried you far. You want to stay active, to prove you've still got it, but every step on hard pavement or uneven trails can wear down what little cushion's left. It's not just soreness, it's swelling, stiffness, a quiet erosion of the parts that hold you up. Meet Walter, 81, from a hilly suburb in Boulder, Colorado. He'd trek 2 miles daily, up and down the slopes, a retired carpenter who loved the crunch of gravel underfoot. Neighbors called him unstoppable. But behind the grit, Walter was nursing his knees with ice packs every night, wincing through mornings that felt like rust settling in. He thought pushing through was strength, until an X-ray showed bone scraping bone, osteoarthritis eating away at his joints. His doctor didn't ban walking, he redirected it. Walter swapped long hikes for short laps on a cushioned track at the rec center, added pool walks to ease the load, and got shoes that hugged his feet like a second skin. Weeks later, the ice packs gathered dust, his sleep deepened, and his smile returned, not because he powered through, but because he pivoted. The gift here? Relief that lasts. Smarter movement means less pain, more rest, and joints that thank you instead of curse you. It's not defeat, it's a detour to a life where you move without dread, where every step feels like a choice, not a chore. Number 3. Seniors healing from surgery. After surgery, there's this itch, hope dressed as impatience. You want your old self back, the one who strode through life without a second thought. Walking feels like the bridge to that freedom, especially after weeks of bed rest or rehab. But for seniors fresh off operations, spine fusions, hip replacements, even heart procedures, rushing back to the pavement can unravel the healing you fought for. What feels like a gentle pace to your mind might be a sledgehammer to tissues still knitting together. Consider Beatrice, 76, from a leafy neighborhood in Raleigh, North Carolina. She'd had knee surgery after years of limping, and the promise of walking pain-free lit her up. Her surgeon said, "Take it slow," but Beatrice, stubborn and spirited, started her old half-mile route days after coming home. At first, it felt like progress, until sharp pains shot through her leg, and swelling crept in. She'd strained the healing ligaments, pushing her recovery back months. Her physical therapist stepped in with a plan: tiny indoor walks, guided stretches, patience she hadn't wanted to give. Slowly, Beatrice rebuilt, stronger, steadier, prouder than if she'd forced it. She learned healing isn't a race, it's a rhythm. The payoff: time well spent. Easing in protects your progress, turning fragile recovery into lasting strength. You're not sidelined, you're building a foundation, step by careful step, for a body that carries you forward, not back. Number 4. Seniors with nerve damage in their feet. Imagine your feet forgetting how to talk to you. Numbness creeping in, tingling like static, a strange disconnect where every step feels like a guess. That's peripheral neuropathy, a slow fade of nerve signals, common with diabetes or age. For seniors living with it, walking shifts from instinct to effort. The ground feels foreign, balance wavers, and risks, like a hidden pebble or a cracked sidewalk, lurk where they never did before. It's not just discomfort, it's danger in disguise. Take Raymond, 73, from a coastal town in Oregon. A retired fisherman, he'd wander the beach at dusk, the sand cool between his toes. But over time, diabetes dulled his feet, tingling turned to nothingness. One evening, he tripped on a driftwood snag he didn't feel, twisting his ankle. Another night, he missed a step on his porch, bruising his pride more than his knee. His doctor confirmed neuropathy and urged caution. Raymond didn't quit walking, he adapted. He traded beach treks for smooth gym floors, added balance exercises, wore shoes with grip and give. The ocean still calls, but now he listens from a bench, safe and steady. The reward? Confidence reclaimed. Adjusting keeps you upright, literally and figuratively, letting you move without fear, secure in a body that's still yours, even if it speaks a quieter language now. Number 5. Seniors with mystery fatigue or breathlessness. There's tired, and then there's tired, a bone-deep weariness that lingers, a breath that catches too soon. If your walks leave you winded after a block, if your chest tightens or your legs turn to lead, it's not just age creeping in, it's a whisper from your heart or lungs, maybe both. Unexplained fatigue or shortness of breath isn't a quirk to shrug off. It's a clue, a flare in the fog that something's simmering beneath. Meet Dolores, 83, from a bustling corner of St. Louis, Missouri. She'd circle her local park daily, a ritual since her kids were small. But last winter, she couldn't make it past the first bench without gasping, her energy draining like a punctured tire. She blamed the cold, her weight, anything but the truth. A checkup revealed silent anemia. Her blood wasn't carrying oxygen like it should. With treatment, rest, and a gentler pace, shorter walks, more breaks, Dolores felt the fog lift. She's back in the park now, slower but surer, her breath a steady companion again. Ignoring it could have stolen more than her walks. Listening gave them back. The beauty? Early answers. Heeding those signs, tight chest, quick gasps, catches trouble before it grows, trading panic for peace. You're not slowing down, you're stepping up, choosing a path where every walk feels like a gift, not a gamble. Walking's woven into who we are, a thread of freedom, a pulse of life. For seniors, it's more than exercise. It's a tether to the world, the crunch of leaves, the nod from a neighbor, the quiet of your own thoughts. But what we've uncovered today isn't about taking that away. It's about holding it closer, smarter, safer. These 5 stories, Ellen in Savannah, Walter in Boulder, Beatrice in Raleigh, Raymond in Oregon, Dolores in St. Louis, aren't warnings, they're wake-up calls wrapped in hope. Maybe you saw yourself in their steps, or someone you love. Don't panic, but don't turn away either. This isn't about less living, it's about more. It's the courage to ask, "What's my body saying?" and the grace to answer with care. Talk to your doctor, tweak your routine, find what fits, because movement matters, but your movement matters most. It's not giving up, it's growing into the wisdom of now. What hit you today? What will you carry forward? Drop it below. Your voice keeps this alive. If this stirred you, like, subscribe, share. Let's keep moving together, thoughtfully, toward more days worth living. Thanks for being here. See you next time.